Yo, what is going on, guys? So, one of the interesting comments that I got in my group chat was how was Noah able to completely bag Clef? And I had to go back and really watch what he was doing because he utilized, adjusting his coverage and when he blitzed and how he blitzed perfectly. Noah, in my opinion, has probably the best bunch defense, and that's something that he actually claims to have. So you're not going to get an argument from me. Now, I can't sit here and show you every single one of his adjustments. Like, those will be things that I'm sure only he really knows exactly what he does because he does mix it up so frequently. Now, I will be able to show this to you because this is something that I think is unique that he does that most people don't. And I'm going to also preface this by saying Little Man did this out of a completely different set. He did it out of 236, and he did it out of the Palms defense that basically allowed him to blitz Clef from both sides of the field to where it didn't require any manual movement. So, for those of you guys that aren't familiar with a good gun bunch, most people that run a good gun bunch are constantly flipping the formation back and forth. So, although they may know, for instance, that they want to run the formation to the wide side of the field, they'll often come out in their formation to where they're not, right? So they'll come out with bunch on short side, make their adjustments that they want to run, right? So and then they'll flip, and this allows them the ability to quick hike, right? So they'll just flip and boom, now they're there. And this really screws a lot of people up because they'll flip back and forth, making different adjustments. And while they're flipping, for instance, right? So say they're flipping, you get caught trying to man up your slot receiver on the RB receiver. If they flip, now you see, like, you can't make that adjustment. So, like, you see I've got my adjustments right here already pulled up, and I can't, right? Same thing if they flip back. I can't man him back up, right? So then I have to reset my adjustments. I have to go ahead, basically reset everything I was doing defensively, and then I got to do it again. And it's harder to make the adjustments this way as opposed to this to simply just flip your formation. So that's what most good bunch players do because it is such a pain to deal with. Now, with that being said, what Noah did that was phenomenal in my opinion, besides, mixing up his coverages really well, was he basically took the whole flip game out of the equation. He simply pressed his defense, contained, right, and then would just leave it as is. And like he would blitz extra people to make the blitz scream better, and sometimes he would blitz this solo corner, sometimes he would blitz off the bunch side, but for the most part, this is what he would do. And he did this for mainly one reason, because now if you flip your bunch, you see you're basically automatically containing yourself. So now over here on this left-hand side, if that tight end doesn't go out, or if the tight end does go out on a route, there's a good chance that this guy right here screams off the edge. Whereas opposed to if you flip your play again, well, now you do the same thing. I have not left this player right here, so I'm able to make all my adjustments to the coverage that I want, through the quick adjustments. But that's all you have to do, right? So like you could go ahead, you could blitz your linebacker over here to, help get pressure that way. Oh, well, but then they flip it. Well, now it doesn't really matter. You're still going to, blitz those guys. But now the guy on the left is in the contain, right? This guy right here is now on the perfect contain angle to where he should theoretically come in. Now, he did this out of the 236 Will or 236 Sam. I don't know exactly which one it was. But basically, he was able to mix up his coverages extremely well, and he was able to blitz Clef, and Clef playing that, flip game that makes bunch so effective was actually hurting himself by doing so. So it's just something I wanted to kind of talk on because this is mainly to show how good you're able to utilize the defense, right? Now, most people, when they are playing they like to get real crazy with it, right? They move this guy in, then they'll go over here and move this guy in, and then they, start moving their corners and safeties down, their linebackers where they want them. And it's so hard to do that against bunch because you'll just flip, boom, quick hike. And this is the perfect counter to that. And it's something that I honestly did not do. This is going to be something that I start doing moving forward just because it's really that effective. And you saw that, right? Clef could not move against Noah. Like, after his first drive where he got 3 points, he just could not move the ball in bunch at all. And then even the same type of scenario with Little Man. Little Man's was more blitz heavy than Noah's. Noah mixed in a lot of coverage with, sporadically blitzing. But, like, for instance, Little Man, when he did this out of Palms, he did it at a big dime 2-3-6 cover 4 Palms. It was very similar scenario, right? So, say you came out in mesh post, for instance. You see how everybody lines up right here. He would just pinch his whole team. Typically would play on this guy. But pay attention to what happens when you flip and where this corner right here goes, right? Technically it's a safety, but I've subbed a corner in there. But watch what happens. When you flip to go to the other side, he goes into the perfect position to blitz. So now you can just blitz this guy. Oh, wait, but then they're going to flip back. All right, never mind. Blitz the other guy. Now you can blitz this corner right here. Well, you flip again, right? Say the offense just keeps flipping. Well, now you can blitz off both sides. Like, you play that game to where if they want to constantly flip back and forth to make bunch so effective, this is the perfect counter to that because it requires no manual movement on your part, so you're not going to get quick hiked, you're not going to get stuck on a defensive tackle or anything like that. But then when they start playing, the flip game and they start motioning over receivers, this, that, and the other thing, all they're doing is they're screwing up their own pass protection, right? Because, for instance, say you blitz defensively, say you blitz this guy right here. Now, I'm in cover 4 Palms, right? So the adjustments aren't showing, but he's blitzing. So say they go ahead, they do something where they're going to motion this guy over. Right? Well, now you got this guy coming in free off the edge. Like, it's just a crazy way of countering the bunch flip, and definitely something I'm going to personally start incorporating into my offense, or my defense, excuse me. So I definitely thought it would be good to show you guys that as well. The rest of the stuff that was run out of this group, there was not too much that I felt like was worth actually breaking down for you guys, stuff that I haven't already done before. Like I said, Little Man's 236 was something that we broke down a long time ago on the website. My man Dash, this is his defense, and he was using this on the ladders and played Little Man quite a few times. And it's a popular defense too at this point, right? So it's not like we were the only ones that used it. But basically what I was saying is, like, this is kind of known. So if you wanted to check that out, like a full scheme breakdown of that, you can go to the website, maddendaily.com. You can also get that through my Twitch subscribers, something that I've broken down for them as well. So it's basically it. All I got for you in this video, guys. The next group, the Group D, was mainly passers for the most part. Besides Rage, Rage was passing the ball decently. So that's going to be a fun one for me to break down, but I did want to go ahead and get something for you guys out of this group. And I think that this is something that is honestly worth, you guys watching. So hopefully you guys enjoy it.